Hey guys, Angus here with another Airsoft video. Today we've got the ASG BP9CC CO2 non-blowback Airsoft pistol with full BERSA trademarks. If you're interested in purchasing this gun after you watch this video, there'll be a link down below in the description to AirsoftStation.com where you can pick it up for about $80. With that being said, let's chrono this gun. For today's chrono, we'll be using standard 12-gram CO2 cartridges, as that is what this gun operates off of. Keeping in mind the fluctuation of gas with temperature, today's temperature is about 90 degrees, making it a bit of a hotter one. As far as what BBs will be firing through the chrono, we've got Elite Force 0.2-gram BBs, as those are kind of the standard for the chronograph. Now let's shoot this gun. Alright, the chrono's set up. These will be the first shots off of a brand new cartridge, so these FPS readings might be a bit higher than what it'll dumb down to. 419.1, 455.5, 447.1, 487.8, 477, 379.4, 411, 349.5, 422.2, and 358.7. Alright, so FPS wise, a little bit all over the place. We saw all the way down to 350, all the way up to almost 500 feet per second out of this gun, out of the first 10 shots with a brand new CO2 cartridge. So that may just be from the brand new cartridge, a little bit of fluctuation. It seemed like towards the end there it was dumbing down maybe around the 380 to 410 feet per second area. So probably I'd say that is where it would rest after the CO2 has been broken in a little bit, worn down a bit. So probably that's where you'll see a little bit high for a pistol. But that's kind of what we would expect of these CO2 non-blowback airsoft pistols here. Not exactly the best thing to be using in a very close quarter situation like CQB, but in the field I don't think anybody have a complaint with using it as a sidearm. So after the chrono there, let's go ahead and take a few shots downrange at a target placed about 75 feet away, ideal pistol range in my opinion. We'll be using 0.25 gram BBs, and also we'll have our hop-up adjusted for the test. So let's go ahead, take a few shots. Alright, the chair is back. Let's go ahead and take a few shots downrange with the BP9CC. Here's another try. Just wanted to try it with 0.2s this time. Alright, so taking a look at the results there, what we saw on camera with the 0.25s and the adjusted hop-up, it seemed pretty accurate to me. However, the BBs began to drop toward the end, showing this gun might not have the farthest range in the world there. But the accuracy seemed pretty solid. I believe all but one of the BBs actually came into contact with the target or went through that narrow little opening in the chair. As far as 0.2 gram BBs go, a little bit wilder, spreading around, etc. But the point is, a couple of them still did hit the target. So the accuracy wasn't terrible, but something to note, just screwing around with the gun, adjusting the hop-up different ways off camera, I noticed that maybe some FPS fluctuations are still there even if you're shooting the gun for a while, because occasionally you'd have a BB that just went off sideways or something like that away from the target without really any consistency with the BB before it. So that is something to take into account. But from what we saw with the accuracy test there, it appears 0.25 grams are pretty accurate in the gun, at least for the closer distance of around 75 feet, which to me is ideal pistol range. So in FPS it isn't exactly the most consistent, but seem to be dropping down except for those occasional flyers off away from the target. You have a pretty good performing gun here. The BP9CC with full BERSA trademarks by ASG certainly feels rather nice, and the performance here isn't exactly bad, especially as far as a pistol goes. I would use this as a sidearm. And with that being said, this has been Deathcore Airsoft's performance test of the ASG BP9CC with full BERSA trademarks. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.